Hello there everyone. I'm just here to show you integration between N00dHolster and survival game kits. If you're on the N00dHolster page and you click on documentation, this will take you to the guides to basically if you want to follow me along, but I'll click on that anyway at the moment, and we need to go to integrations. And if you're doing the SGK, obviously you want the SGK one over here. So these are all the documents that I'll be following to integrate this, but I'll show you how it's done. So if you scroll down, basically first of all, just to make it faster, we'll scroll down here, and every single one of these, just click on download. All it is literally a text file with the code that's exactly, you can either type it out afterwards if you like, or follow what I do, but yeah, click on them and just simply go all the way down here and grab every single one of them that you see. I'll just go through so you see this one, every single one of them anyway, but basically I've already downloaded them, so I won't download them again, but you'll just end up with all these text files. I'm going to drag that onto my other screen. Feel free to do it however you please, but that's that. So I've already downloaded a copy of Survival Game Kit, or created a copy of Survival Game Kit and N00dHolster. So first of all, you want to open your N00dHolster one. This could take a couple of seconds, I apologise. Just fast forward these bits if you need to. Anyway, all you need to do in the N00dHolster one, if you've opened a fresh project, is right click on here, migrate, click OK, and wherever you installed your survival game kit to, which in my case will be in here, oops, survival game kit, so double click in there and just simply click on content and select folder, and you'll get content migration completed successfully. So that's all we need this project for, so I'm going to close that down and then open my survival game kit. Just going to throw these docs on my other screen and we'll follow it step by step. Give this a couple of seconds, and as I said, feel free to fast forward through these bits while I'm loading. Okay. So first of all, we want to, I'll make this a little bit smaller so it fits in the video properly. First of all, we'll go to survival, well, I'll click over here to expand this, but to go to survival game kits, character, meshes, and open the survival game kit mannequin. I'll send that down for a minute. Then we'll go to the N00dHolster one, drop down these drop downs, and we see blueprints. Easiest way for me to find it, double click on the character, click on mesh, double click on the skeletal mesh, and you'll see skeleton up here. Just click on that and I'll shut down the other ones. Don't need for a minute. So go to your N00dHolster one, and if you scroll down on the left hand side, if you don't see this, it should be on that, but find this primary socket and below it, just click all the arrows just to hide all of the asset things there, but basically we want the primary socket, so left click on that, shift left click right down to the right socket, we'll right click, copy the selected sockets, and then we want to click back on our mannequin, right click on there on the root and just add sockets, and that should have, what did I just do? Control Z that. I did copy these probably, didn't I? I don't know what I did there, sorry. But I did something wrong, so backtrack a little bit, but right click on there, copy selected sockets. I'm sure I did that before. And click on root, right click, paste sockets. I must have added a socket or something, but anyway. So you should have all the sockets basically pasted into there. So we'll close that. I'll send that down. Our next step is in the same thing in N00dHolster blueprints. You'll see this N00dHolster's slots. Double click on that. If you wanted to make your own slots, you would simply, change all the names in here and change all the slots on your skeleton to match what you have in here. If you want to make more, you simply make more and add more sockets to your skeleton. So since we're using just the default ones, we don't need to do anything in there. We need to open now, open the survival game kit, go to blueprints, characters, and we need the master character in here. Okay, then up at components, we need to add N00d. The N00d is spelled N00d. It's not N00d. So remember that one. But anyway, we want to add the BPC N00dHolster component. So just hit enter, keep it the same. We'll compile that. Then we want to, 1 second. I'm just going to make the thing bigger on my other screen. Okay, just send that one down. Open your survival game character. If you've compiled your master character, this one will have inherited the components. So basically over this side, we want to go into here and config. Want to click this. However many slots you have, that's how many in here. So in this case, we've got 6, 0 to 5, which is 6. Go through these, primary slot, secondary slot, and so on. Oops. Right. And then we want to go along and just name all of these sockets, whatever they're named into your thing. So this one will be primary socket. Bear with me here. Oops, no space. Secondary socket. Oops. This one's right pouch socket, and the next one's left pouch socket, of course. They all look right. So okay, compile and save that once you've got all of them done. Okay. I'm just going through to make sure I don't actually add anything myself, miss anything myself. So we've got the component, we've got our slots done. Okay. So while we're in our, we'll go back to our master character. And this is where your first downloaded thing comes in. So first of all, we want to go to our master character. You should already have the event graph open, but up in the green bit here, you'll find the begin play. Double click on your Initialize Character. As I said, this is where the first downloaded thing comes into it. I'll show this back on my screen just for the first one. So all I'm going to be doing in all of these events, matching the name Initialize Character. So I'll double click on that, open that. I'll click in there, Control A, Control C. Don't need that one, so I'll close that. And basically just click anywhere in here and just Control V. And that will give you the code rather than typing it all out. It's just as simple as that. You can type it all out if you like and follow the guides, but it simply gives you the code like that. So you need to still follow the guide to see where to exactly hook them up, which in this case, well, you don't, because I'm going to show you, but we'll move this one down so we can see what we're doing a bit. Find the set timer event. Okay, so once you found the timer function, go to this reroute node here, just drag it up into the back of that, and this for each loop here, just drag out of the completed and plug it straight back into there, and you're done in this one. Just compile and save. That's Initialize Character. Then we want to go up to class settings up the top here, over to the right, add, and just type N00d, well, 00d. And we want to add the N00dHolster interface into there. Compile that. Okay. Over on the left hand side now, if you've compiled it in the interfaces, just drop that down. You'll see N00dHolster, N00d components, just all the drop downs. This one we want to double click on the new get holster component, so you'll end up with this one. After that, you just want to grab up in your components up the top again, just drag that in and plug it straight into there. Okay, so we'll compile and save that. Send that down. So under Survival Game Kit Blueprints, you'll see Holdables. We want to open the master holdable. On the left hand side in this one, we want to create a variable, name it, 1 second, what do we want to name it? We want to name this one holster data. Just like that, oops, without the capital O, holster data. And over the right hand side here, if you just type in N00d again, we want to get the holster, N00dHolster data up the top there, so we'll put that in and compile that again. Then we want to go over to the interface, actually, we want to backtrack a little bit there. In the class items, once again, we want to add the N00d interface to this one. Oops, typing wrong myself. So we'll add the N00dHolster interface, compile that. Then we'll go to interfaces, then we'll see the N00d components again. In this one we want to get the holster data, not the holster component. Double click on that, and the variable we just made down the bottom here, we'll drag it in, get, and we'll plug that into there. Compile that. 1 second. Just making sure we don't miss anything. Okay. This is another one of the download ones, so we want to just, if you don't see construction script up here, just up in this side you'll see construction script, double click on it, that'll open your construction script for you. Okay, we need our downloads again, so look for your, have I got that one? 1 second, I haven't even got that one myself, so I must have downloaded all the rest and missed that one, so give me 1 second. Download. Okay, so once again, just Control A, Control C, we'll close that one, and then click somewhere in there, Control V. That's all you need, is just that little bit. Drag that over and plug that into there. Yep, that's right. You can click on that if you want to and hide any extra nodes. Okay, go to the event graph over here. It's still in master holdables. Just above event begin play somewhere, just type event set holster data. So we need to get that one, and then the variable we created, I do believe we need to set that to instance editable. Give me 1 second. Definitely no. Whoops. Right. I'm just scrolling through just to make sure we do not miss a thing. I've got to find where we're up to again. Okay, anyway. Grab this, drag it in, and set. Go to that, go to that. Drag them both in. Just compile that again. Let's save that. Go down the bottom here. Basically, under survival games, hit blueprints, holdables, which you probably already are. We'll select the axe, and we'll just set up the axe first of all. Actually, let's go back to the holdables, and with the holdables variable, just grab it and drag it into holdable settings there, just so we can find it a lot easier. Compile that again. Alright, go back to your axe, and now under the holdable settings we should find our holster data now. So if we go into this one, all we've got to do is set this to whatever slot we want it to go to. We'll look for our axe skeletal mesh, set that. You have got offsets in here. I'm not going to bother showing you how to do that at the moment, but there is videos on how to, well, it's through the documents, and I've already made another video on how to bulk edit all your offsets. But anyway, moving on. So you just need to set them two in here. We'll compile and save that. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go back and do it anyway. This variable here, just click on the eye for holdable data. That was it for now. Yep. So, okay. So now, drop that back down. We'll go survival game kit, blueprints, and if you scroll down just under holdable to see items, double click on master item. In here we want to go to class settings, add, and we'll add the nude interface again. Okay, so we'll compile that. And then we shall go to variables on the left hand side here, and we'll create another variable. Name this one item holster data. Set it to instance editable, and look for our, we'll type in nude there once again, and we want our F holster data once again. So compile that, save it. Then we want to go to the left hand side, open the interface, nude components, drop these down, and we want the get holster data once again. And bring this down, and we'll grab our variable, bring it in, get, and just plug it straight into there. Compile and save that. We'll go to our world item now. So where we were before under items, double click on the world items folder and look for your axe, which is right there. So go back to your master item, grab the variable there and just drag it to item settings once again, just to make it easier to find. Compile that. Go back to the axe, and now under item settings we will find our item holster data. In this one, the only thing you need to do is this little drop down under class is, we'll type axe in there, and you need to set it just to the blueprint itself. So the world item basically points back to the blueprint, which is what we want it to do in this case. Okay, so compile that. We'll go to our player inventory components. So survival game kit, blueprints, components, player inventory component. Under here, this is where the downloads are very handy, because otherwise you're doing a fair bit of coding. So our first one we want to do over here is look for unequip animation. I think that's right. Yeah, unequip anim. So you'll see this here. So double click on that and we'll open that up. We'll go back to our downloaded ones. So I won't bother dragging it back over every time, but basically now I'm looking for the unequip animation. Double click on it, we'll open it, Control A, Control C, shut that down, and just somewhere up here, Control V, and there's the code once again for that. So we want to go to the equip here and just plug that in. Over here, it's already just before it got the third person equip animation, so you just want to drag off that again and plug it into montage, and grab the other end here and just plug it back into there. We'll compile and save that. I'll just compile actually, but the saving every time. Then we've got our swap held item. There. So you want this swap held item, double click on that. Once again, you should have the download for this one. So if we bring up swap held item, I hope I got that one. Yep, swap held item. Control A, Control C, Control V in here. In this one we want to go to, just at the end here you'll see the branch, so I'll just grab that one, bring it over here, scroll in. So on the true, drag that straight into there, and put that one back into there. And on this drop down here for montage, sorry, it's already set. Wasn't set when I did it last time. Very good. So we'll compile that. And the next one is set new inventory item. So up the top here again, set new inventory item, this one. In this one, I'm pretty sure it's right in the middle here. Yeah, in between, oops, no, I'm wrong there. It's set array element, this one here, right at the start. So once again, you download, you'll get your set new item inventory. You just match the name in here pretty much. It's fairly easy. So Control A, Control C, Control V. Okay. So in this one, basically from the set array element, we'll do that and plug that back into there. Simple as that. We'll compile it again. Now we want the drop item one. So I'll bring that up. We'll drop item up the top here. And we want this drop item one here. Double click on that. And I shall open my drop item stuff. Control A, Control C. And then we want to, where do we want to put this one? Spawn item L. I'm pretty sure this is the one that's in the middle. Yeah, between this spawned item L and item is weapon. Is item weapon. I'll learn how to talk soon. But anyway, so I've already copied that, so I'll paste that straight into there. Off the set, plug that in. Plug that one back in. And pretty sure we're good to go with that one too. It's all set. Okay. So the next one is spawn held actor. So up the top here, spawn held. There it is there. So double click on the spawn held actor. Ooh, pretty. So once again, go down to my spawn held actor one. I'll grab the code out of that. Control A, Control C. And this one goes, we want to look for movement speed somewhere along here, I believe. Yeah, where are we? Movement speed. So in between, actually I'll just control V that in there. Bring it over here. After that, basically just plug that one into there, and this one into there, back into the branch. I'll compile that. Now we want to look for add pickup item. Should just come up there, double click on that, go back to my thing, double click on Control A, Control C, add pickup item, I'll stick that in there somewhere, and then look for where it needs to go. Okay, this one goes right up the end just before destroyed item. So we simply just plug that one into there, and this one into here. Pretty much if we've done all of that correct, we should be good to go at this point. So we'll compile, and over on file we'll just do a save all just to make sure we've got everything saved, and we'll give it a test. So the holster, how can I say that? The axe won't be in the exact correct position because that's where the offsets part comes into it, and pretty easy to set the offsets. So actually I've got one little last tiny bit to show you so you can do your offsets. But okay, so that gets the axe on the slot. We've just got to set the offsets at this point. So we'll go back to, I'll bring up that again. Sorry. We need to go back to the, did I still have that open? No, I didn't. We'll go back to the nude character, so just go back up here to nude blueprints, double click on the character, and in the event graph here, I don't think we need any of the top bit. Nope. So we just need the white section over here, grab all of that. The rest of them are just debug keys, and oops, maybe I'll tell a lie. Yeah. Let's just check. Nope, don't need any of that. So I'm just going to highlight all of that, Control C, and then go back to my master character. I'm pretty sure this one goes. We'll go to, if the event graph's gone, just go over here and double click on it again. And just anywhere in here, you should be able to put that code. Just trying to think where this one here. Did I put that in there already? I did. Yes, sorry. So in this one, your tab in inventory survival game kit is obviously your inventory button. So basically set this to anything you like. If we just right click in there and CTRL, so we'll pick our left control and just swap that over, like right click on that, we'll break that and just click in your pressed on this one. This way you can get into this menu I'm about to show you. So basically just go there, we'll send that back down, we should be good to go I think. If I then come in here and hit left control, I then see the functions I get up the top right hand corner sort of thing. So yeah, that's about it. That's how you set the slots. I've got another video anyway on the bulk editing one. I'll edit this video. I'm pretty sure there's something else that control button is supposed to show up, but I can't remember right this second. Well, actually, give me 2 more seconds and I'm going to go back up this thing and check for myself. 1 second. Sorry guys. Okay. Sorry about that. So if we go to our master character now and go to the N00dHolster, under master and debug, we need to tick both of these two, and then set this one to, it's actually right, print, default print. Then you should be good to go. Sorry about that delay, but we'll go back there again now, and you'll actually see, if I bring that up, and now I hit left control, you'll actually see the widget. So as I said, I've got another video on how to do all of that, but I'll leave it at that, and good